Hi, I'm Chris Martirano here with our good friends at Kraft Music, and I'll be showing you the latest addition to the Artis line. This is the Artis SE from Kurzweil. Don't forget to check out those great bundles at Kraft Music where you get tremendous value for your dollar. They put all the great accessories together so you get the most out of your instrument. The Kurzweil Artis SE is in a family of two instruments. The Kurzweil Artis, which is an instrument you may have seen. I'll familiarize you with many of the same features as many are found in the Artis SE. The biggest difference is the Artis SE has a more streamlined interface and is made at a more affordable price to those of you wishing to get into the Artis product. It features a stunning grand piano that's a German Steinway 9-foot, and it's 6 different velocity levels. Really beautiful. I'll play a little of the piano for you. This is the solo concert piano program. To streamline the interface, Kurzweil went with a smaller display, still a lot of information, text information, very valuable. The instrument is easy to operate, first off, so you don't really need an awful lot of menu information. You also have, on the cheek block now, the pitch and mod wheel. It makes the instrument a little bit shorter, which helps you if you're transporting it in smaller cars. You also have 3 bands of EQ on the front panel with a nice on-off switch. This helps in rooms where you might need a little more high-end boost or you might want to cut a little bass. The Artis SE, like its bigger brother, the Artis, features a category search function. So a lot of the buttons on the front panel are immediately for sound selection choices or easy operation like splitting and layering. Additional features include real-time controls. The instrument can be split or layered up to 4 zones. Those zones can be independently mixed, and you also have mute buttons above each of the zones. There's Kurzweil Great Effects built in. There's over 1,000 different effects algorithms. The instrument has a beautiful weighted action keyboard, and it features 128 voices of polyphony. Okay, let's listen to some more sounds. We'll go into additional piano sounds based on that German piano. Every piano program has a beautiful pad behind it that's engaged by turning on switch 1. So if I press switch 1, now I have this nice piano and string layer. Great electric pianos, no problem. They have Tyne electric pianos, Reed electric pianos. We'll listen to a few of them now. This is based on a Tyne electric piano. I'm using a little bit of the stereo panning with the mod wheel engaged, and I can control the rate with the B slider on the front panel. Here's another electric piano, completely different style, a little more belly. Great attack if I dig in on the left hand. We'll listen to one more program now, and this is reminiscent of a certain group from the 70s. Other sounds that are standouts on here are the string section, great for orchestral. There are many different string articulations, adagio, tremolandi, pizzicato. We'll just listen to a handful of the string programs. One more string articulation. This is the tremolandi strings. I'm going to show a handful of my favorite patches in here, starting with some of the guitars, featuring Kurzweil's unique key bend feature, where we can bend one note at a time without bending all of the notes. We do this by sustaining some notes with the sustain pedal and bending only the notes the finger is holding down. Here's a guitar program that demonstrates that nicely. It's a lot of fun to emulate a pedal steel guitar using this key bend feature. Of course, there are drums, basses, percussion instruments. The fun in this instrument is starting to combine them into multis. So I'm going to show you some of the multis now. You can have up to 4 zones, and as soon as you start combining sounds, immediately these faders switch to a mixer paradigm where you have a mute button above each slider, and the slider becomes a volume control for each zone. We'll start by taking a piano program, and I want to make a quick layer. So I have piano, and now I hit the layer button. I'm presented immediately with a pad, and now if I play, the second fader will be the new pad that I added. I can boost the volume, turn it off, or mute it from the button. Then I can also change the volume of the piano. If I like this, I can just simply hit the save button and I've created a new layered program. Let's say I want to change the pad transposition. I want to make it an octave higher. You have a parameter control here on the right side. In fact, there's up and down parameter and parameter jump. So I'll just scroll over one. I'm presented immediately with volume. I can change the volume for the pad, and then I can change the transposition. I'll move it up an octave. Really quick, if I don't want that pad, I can scroll through by my categories or just scroll using the alpha knob and find a different pad that I like. So right now I'll find a different pad. This is called evolving pad. And just as easy, you can make a split program. I started again with piano. I hit split, and a bass now is automatically assigned. Let's say I want an upright. I'll just scroll over to an upright. Let's say I want to change the split point. If I just use my parameter buttons, I can scroll over to split point. I can hold down a key, assign, and strike the key. And now it's assigned the split to this F sharp 3 key. All right, so suppose we like that. We want to save that. We hit store, and it's going to save that to a new location, a new multi. So I'll save that. So let's say now I want to add something to this split. I want to add another zone. I can turn on zone 3, and now I'll add another sound. Maybe I want to add, let's say, a string sound. So I'll pick a string program. Of course, I can disable any of the controllers from any sound. I could say I want the strings to ignore the sustain pedal, or I want the bass to ignore the sustain pedal. Common things you might want to do. Maybe I don't want the mod wheel to affect one of the zones. So you have a lot of control over what you're doing for the sounds, and in these combinations you can build up some pretty impressive multis. I'm going to show you a few I made. If you have any questions or need additional information about the Kurzweil Artis SE or any other Kurzweil product, contact a team member from Kraft Music. And don't forget those great bundles. Great value, great accessories packaged to get the most out of your instrument. Thanks again for watching. I'm Chris Martirano.